today sharing my flip through of my planners using the May Tulip Time kit. As you can see, this month I have two planners. I've been in one for the past couple of months, but decided to spread things out a little bit. So let's get started and I'll show you how I did it. First of all, I have my print impressions weeks, my PP weeks, in this separate planner. It's been kept in a standard Dory planner notebook for a while, but I took it out because it just made more sense to me this month and it crowded my personal planner a bit too much. So I'm really excited to have it back in its own little space, and it actually works out better because sometimes if I just need my daily planner, I don't need to be going through the other one. So this is my everyday daily schedule calendar booklet, and as you can see I have a few things tucked into the pocket. I created a cover for my insert. It's a pink hardback one, so of course, you know, I wanted it to match, of course, so I made just a cover that I can slip over. I added the smaller bookmark because I wanted to have a calendar right there to look at, as well as some trim. And if you have been looking at my pictures or following my YouTube, you know that I absolutely love vintage trim. This month I added some punched borders because I saw some people doing that and I thought it really went well with the look of the trim. So first off, I have my calendar. As you can see, I have so much going on this month. Look how cute this little clip is. This is from Fur and You, and Lisa makes the most beautiful things, so I put it right on that little one so that I could see it. So that's my May calendar, and then I have, just to kind of give you an idea, my my weeks set up. I split it, so I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on my first page, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and my gratitude on the next spread. So this one is my first week in May using the Tulip Time kit. I love the hexagons. I thought that was a really pretty addition, as well as one of my new acquisitions, this beautiful navy blue corduroy ribbon from bow from Peony's Papery, and I love it. Almost feels like chenille. It's a beautiful touch, especially for springtime when you might not think to use corduroy, but it's really pretty. So that is my weeks, and that's the one that kind of gets, I would say it's my daily carry, but I'm not going anywhere, so it's the one that sits on my table most often and has probably the most use. This next one I think is probably one of my favorite planners of all. It's a Foxy Fix personal rings in Spice Rosemary, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I can't even tell you how much I love it. And also I love white tulips. They're my favorite flower, and this beautiful swag from Fur and You has white tulips on it. I had to get that one because I just knew that it would be making me so happy all week long, all month long. So here is my personal rings, and I did a bit of a hybrid in it, and I've done this before. I've been keeping different size inserts in my personal rings or standard TNs the past few months, and it's worked out really, really well. So I'll show you how they fit in here. First off is my pocket. I love decorating the pockets. I have a punched piece of paper. I have this 4x6 card. I love the colors popping out. The Tulip Time card is just so pretty, so I had to add that in there and decorate this tag, and you can kind of see the dimension on it. I used some foam adhesive and the puffy stickers. I love those puffy stickers that came in the pocket memory keeping kit. It's beautiful. So as you can see, I have several different sizes, and what I did was I wrapped some elastic, just crossed it around the top and then crossed it around the bottom, and just tied it on the bottom. I had a jump ring, or yeah, I guess that's what it's called, a jump ring elastic that I've used in the past, but I couldn't find it, and so I had the elastic and it worked the same. So what I've done is made it a hybrid, and I have some inserts as well as some ring inserts in here, so it worked out perfectly. So here is my budget tracker. This pretty much, I make it the same way every month. I put the little cover on it. I love using the pocket size, the pocket planners kit calendar on the front and decorating that just because I know when all of my things are due. And I actually usually highlight my paydays, but I forgot to do that, so I have to do that next. I picked out some definitely my favorite trims this month. I added some of that in, and it's always just a really fun one to start off my planner. Okay, so here, this next section, which goes up to about here, are punched inserts. I used the Personal Dory because I like those pages, and so I took them out of the Dory cover and I punched them, and then I'm able to use my personal sized dashboards. So I added some red trim and puffy stickers to this one, and I love the tabs that come with the kit each month, and so I always end up using them. So my first section is my May goals. I used another one of the dashboards on here, and you can see I added some of the puffy stickers and listed out my goals. Okay, my next section is one that probably gets the most use. It's my meal planner. I tend to add some of the same trim and some of the same embellishments. I like using the little gems across my dashboards to give it some continuity. So my meal planner is empty right now, but what I'm going to do is take some of the meals that I wanted to make in April that I didn't get a chance to make yet and start listing them here. And I don't plan for every day. I tend to make a list of meals I want to make, and then behind it I start my grocery lists. So that's what I'll be doing here. This next section is my tracker. Again, I use my trim and my sequins and my puffy stickers. And my tracker is a little bit different this month. So I had been using one of the printables from the website, and I really loved that, but I thought I would do something different this month. So I cut the calendar page from the first page of the Dory and hole punched it, and this is going to be my exercise tracker. So yesterday I walked, and then hopefully today I'll do some yoga, so I'll add my little green dot. And then on here, I love the stamp that came with it. So I'm going to be using that to track my self-care. So I have morning vitamins, evening vitamins, and my evening skincare routine that I want to track. And so every day that I do that, I'll add my little dot. So I'm really excited to see how this calendar works out because I can see myself using this one over and over again. Okay, so next up is my section that I keep track of the planner challenges. And oh my gosh, I love these little dot stickers. I hope Christine keeps them in every month because I've used them a lot so far. So I listed out the dates and then I wrote down the challenges. And I like that a lot because it kind of sets, I can look at and read the little graphic that Mary Kay makes, which is always so beautiful, but when I write it down I remember better what's coming up, so it just kind of gives me a heads up on the challenges that are going to be coming up for May. And then my final section, I love these butterflies, so I just like to have a notes section because I can hole punch some of the prettier papers that I really like and stick them in there, and I can always end up using them. So I added some puffy stickers and gems to those too, and the trim to make it look pretty. So that's the hole punch section. And then my last section is my Daisy Weeks notebook. And again, that one's attached with the elastic. I used a 3x4 card, a sticker, some die cuts, added some trim, and the punched border. So I just love all the texture. And you can see I just fold it and wrap it around the notebook, and I can list out my, this is the one I use for my PR and design team work and things that are due. So that's what I keep in this notebook. And then finally at the end, I like to have some extra note cards, and I included the washi card, which is so pretty to have some extra washi if I want to add that in without going back through all of my stash. So there you have it. These two bad boys are going to get me through May, and hopefully by June we will be beyond all of our crazy times and getting back to hopefully life as we somewhat knew it before. So thank you so much for taking a look, and I'm excited to go through May and see how this planner stuff works out. Take care.